Testing. Thank you guys so much for coming out. If you did not know, this is Maize's 15th year. So we are super excited. Thank you. Yes. Super excited. We're so glad to have you a part of the festival. As you guys know, I've been here this is my third year putting this on. It's grown every year since I've been here, including the help that I've had. So I really appreciate that. So I will not be doing the majority of the talking. I will actually be handing it over to my new assistant, JC.
Hello,
This is
guys.
probably who you guys have been communicating with majority of this year via email. So we'll just go over kind of expectations, a little bit of what's new, what's the same, all that great stuff. So without further ado, y'all be nice.
Thank you, Ashley. Hi, everybody. I'm JC Mitchell. You may know my name on your email as Jacelyn, but I go by JC. I feel like I know all of you just because I probably have flooded your inbox with tons of emails. I'm super excited to work with each one of you. Thank you so much, for applying to be with Maize Days. We're so excited to have you here. So I'm just going to go over a little bit of the expectations of the actual day. Is anybody a new vendor and never been to oh my goodness, that's awesome. Well, this will be our first rodeo together. This is my first as well. So bear with me. We're going to talk about the expectations and load in. I'm right here is our map. We do ask that you guys check in on Friday if you can. You can bring your Friday night's the best option as far as setting up tents, tables, and chairs. If you have things that are valuable and you do not want to bring those, we understand that. You can bring that Saturday. But as far as the ease of it all, if you can make it on Friday, that would be fantastic. That will open up from 5 to 8 p.m. And it's just going to be city staff like myself and Ashley and all of us there. So it's a lot easier than Saturday. But if you can't, then Saturday is obviously the way to do it. So let me kind of go over, between 5 to 8 p.m. The only difference this year is going to be artisan, nonprofit, and expo vendors are going to be in the front lot of PSA. So that's where that's going to go. And Ashley, if I'm wrong about anything, please correct me. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. See if I can right in front of PSA. Have I got it right, Ashley?
So craft vendors will be craft and nonprofit vendors are considered our Maize market this year. So you guys will be located right where that little icon is, exactly right there. That is where we had our vendors last year as well. So same location. We consider this the PSA lot. And then our exhibition vendors, so our business and commercial vendors, you will be kind of where the handicap is of where PSA lot is.
Thank you. Give me just one moment.
Question? Yes, so we will have PD patrolling throughout the night. We'll go over that in a little bit more detail moving forward. But yes, we typically ask, for you to set up your tent, tables, chairs, all the big, heavy stuff, Friday night, and then you can bring in your product, Saturday morning. Correct. Yeah, and we'll go over that in just a little bit more detail here.
We ask that you all wear your vendor wristbands on event day. Those are provided in your pack. So if you check out your packet, just make sure you have those. Just that will, allow people to know that you're with the actual event itself. So we can go through our setup assistance and expectations. It's going to be drive-through style. This is on Saturday for our vendors. And that's between 8:30 and 10:30 a.m., correct, Ashley?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You'll unload first and then set up. Don't leave your cars parked for more than 15 minutes, and that's for Saturday only. Make sure to leave the hazard lights on. And then if there's anything else I'm missing on that.
So let's backtrack a little bit. I want to touch base on the wristband that she just talked about. So that green wristband basically takes place of the parking pass that you guys used to have. With this being the 15th year, the event has grown. And so where we have now those amusement rides in the east parking lot of that PSA building, that we no longer have on-site parking at all. And so all of our vendor parking will now be at Tom Kimbrough Stadium. It is going to be highlighted in green. So as you load in, on Saturday morning, you will pull into PSA parking lot. That's that north lot entrance. If you can point to north PSA entrance lot. Up, 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 up. Entrance.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got you.
So cars will turn in here. This is for day of, by the way. You will be turning in here. We will be going through a drive-through style. That's why we do recommend you setting up Friday night, because Friday night you will be actually able to load in, pull your car into that parking lot where it says car show. You'll be able to park your car there to actually take your time, unload everything, all of that nature, good from 5 to 8 p.m. Friday night. And then Saturday is more of a quick turnaround, like just dropping quick things off. And that's going to be more of a drive-through style. You're going to be coming not in the parking lot, because that'll now be barricaded for the car show. You'll basically be coming down into that street, kind of right where the food truck court is, parking 15 minutes max with your hazard lights on. We will have volunteers, staff, everything to help unload your car, take all of your equipment to your booths, and then you will drive all the way through, pass down here, past where those food trucks are, all the way out to Tom Clevenger, and then turning out to then go park your vehicle back over to Tom Kimbrough. Did I see it? Yes, there is. There's plenty of walking, so we will have shuttles available. We'll probably have a good four 8-passenger golf carts. These will be available to kind of help you guys prior to the festival start time. So if you still have product that you have in your car or anything like that, or you just need assistance kind of getting back to the event grounds, we will have transportation up until 12. But once 12 happens, then it's kind of like you're on your own. You're on your own thing right there.
And then moving forward from that, as she mentioned, it'll be a drive-through style to unload first and set up. Don't leave those cars parked for more than 15 minutes. They cannot be parked in the north lot on Saturday. They cannot access the lot via car after 10:45 a.m. So if there's any resupply that's needed, transportation will be provided to and from vehicle from the drop-off zone.
Yes, so that is another important thing this year. I believe last year was the same way. So the 8:30 to 10:30 time frame is a hard time frame because barricades for the festival will go up at 10:45. So all cars need to be off event grounds and in the Tom Kimbrough parking lot. If you happen to come late and you still need to drop off things, you'll have to drop them off. Can you go to the next slide? So this loading zone, it's literally right where this North PSA lot is. That is going to be behind Murphy Middle School. So this loading zone will be utilized after 10:45. So after event barricades go up. So if for any reason you need to resupply on you need more product or you need more food for food vendors as well. If you need anything like that, you'll have to walk back to your car, or what I recommend is having somebody bring more product to you. They will be able to load into this loading zone here, and then we will have staff that will still be able to help bring your product back to the event grounds, so you don't have to carry it.
Any questions?
Yes, so these wristbands are basically an identifier for when Friday, you don't need it. Friday night, don't need it. Saturday, it helps our PD and staff know that, hey, you can access that PSA parking lot during the day. And then it's also important for when we'll talk about it, for loading out as well. That way, hey, you are able to access the event grounds again once the market closes. Yes, so we have 2 wristbands. We really just want the driver to wear them, like, whoever's driving. That way if you have multiple people with you, that's fine. We just want to be able to identify, like, you are a vendor. So if you have people with you, that's okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Any other questions?
Yes. Yeah, we should have extra. Come see us at the end.
Yeah. We'll have those ready for you. The next thing we're going to talk about, if you don't have any more questions from that, give me just a moment. Like I said, this is all new to me, so just be gentle. We'll be discussing our food versus our market logistics. So we have a lot more food vendors this year, which is exciting as well. So there's going to be different spaces for them located along here. We've got the food truck court, and Ashley brought up to you guys that you will be at the Maize Market where you've been in the past, as well as our exhibitors will be here. And then the food is going to be here, food truck court, PSA, as well as Midway this year. So that's going to be a bit different. And then as far as what you're provided, you are provided your space only. Market vendors must supply their own tent, tables, and chairs. She addressed that earlier. Your tents and canopies must be weighted down with sandbags or weights. No electric is provided. So if electric is needed, it's not guaranteed. If it's requested the day of, that does double in price. So just to specify on that, or just to tell the difference. So for market vendors, so for all our market vendors, tents, tables, chairs, all your marketing product, of course, that all needs to be supplied by you guys. Since the tents will be on concrete, they do need to be weighted down. We don't want those blowing away. Yes, the tent is required. It will help too. I mean, it's not supposed to be super hot that day, but it does help. Really big on aesthetic too. It looks good. So please bring a tent. Sorry? Yes. Yes, you do have to have a tent. You have we don't supply tables and chairs or anything like that. Market vendors do not get electric. So if you want to provide your own generator, it cannot be a gas generator. We will let you guys bring a generator, but it cannot be gas. So to specify for the electric for our food vendors, majority of you guys already did request electric. This is just a notice for if you have not requested electric, you will need to do so prior to the event, to the day of the event. You still have time. I believe we can probably make something work with our vendor. If you are trying to request electric the day of, it is not guaranteed because they do bring what the vendors already have requested. And so we just want to make you guys aware of that. That's what she was mentioning for that. So electric is not provided for market vendors. You can bring a generator, but it has to be electric. And then food vendors, we already got you guys hooked up with that, with power. So also for food vendors, your point of contact is going to be myself as well as Devin Welty. Before you leave tonight, if you can come see me and get my cell phone number, that way you can reach out to me for the event. Also, for anyone that you must be selling, operating the entire duration of your shift. Market vendors, that's 12 to 8 p.m. And then that's going to be from 12 to 9:30 p.m. Anyone that's a parking lot food vendor, you can shut down at 8 p.m. if you desire to do so. Any items that you're selling need to be listed on the application, so no surprise items. It needs to be on the application that you submitted to us. Also, we're going to be using simple text. Let me talk about just operations. So if you guys haven't noticed, I know there are a lot of new vendors, so this is probably no surprise to you. But for those who are returning vendors, we did extend the market an hour. So you still do need to be operating the entire time, cannot leave before 8 p.m. And then once 8 p.m. hits, that's when we, free to go collect your cars. We'll be able to bring them back in. And that at that point, can you go back to the map one more time, please? For sure.
At that point, you will be able to again park in the car show lot to unload your things again. That lot will be empty, won't have any other attractions there, so you will be able to pull back in and park your cars to pack up all of your things. Again, have to operate until 8 p.m. For my food vendors, it does say 8, but majority of the time, I mean, sales are still going pretty well, pretty strong. So that's just, we've got a lot of feedback in the past that people have wanted to stay longer. They've done well. Also, because majority of our attractions this year are closing at 8, so we still have our carnival rides that'll be in this parking lot shutting down at 8 p.m. Things in the field will be shutting down at 8 p.m. because just, yeah, based off of feedback from attendees and things of that nature, and vendors as well. You know, they've wanted to extend the duration and stay longer and be able to experience the festival kind of during cooler hours and kind of experience a little bit more of like the nighttime of the festival. We do have lights in the parking lot, and there will be light tower. 8. So everything shuts down at 8. There's really, I mean, the festival basically ends at 10, so there's plenty of time to, you know, break down. We'll still be out there. Oh yeah, 8:30. Gotta be on. No. Just kidding. Yes, there are. Those are, yeah, those are food trucks. So we do have 3 locations for our food vendors this year. So bathrooms, closest bathrooms to the market vendors will be along in that food truck area right here. We will have extra porta potties lined up in the food truck court. And then this is a secret, but not a secret, but PSA is open.
And then next, we've done something different this year, which is going to be simple texting, which if you will please get with, actually, if you didn't already before you leave, this is going to be used for emergency alerts, reminders, road closures, things like that. Include your mobile number on the check-in sheet and to receive those day of event updates. It's just going to be a text. What? You have more?
So this will actually just be a direct message to your phone. You don't have to download anything at all. It'll come from what we're trying to set up as a local number too, so you can easily identify it. This is just to help with anything along the lines of barricades will go up in 15 minutes. You have 15 minutes to, you know, unload everything, just to help with reminders, things of that nature. If you are needing to leave the festival to come back, you know, to resupply, this could be used for that, saying, hey, I'm at the drop-off point, I need help, because you are able to respond. Just, you know, emergency management alerts, you know, if for anything were to happen, weather situation, you know, take cover at this place, anything like that, just so we have more communication with you guys, to be able to, yeah, communicate a little bit easier.
With Ashley on the sign-in sheet.
So we have your vendor contact list based off of what you use on your application. I just want to verify that those are correct. Make sure that it's your mobile number, and I have that in my system here. If it's not, we'll get that updated. But we do have your numbers. I just want to make sure we have the correct ones. With me at the end of the meeting.
And then just to wrap up on from my side of things, one thing I failed to mention, if you are a food vendor and you have not filled out your temporary health permit, please get that to me as soon as possible. It actually needs to be sent to customer service, but if you forget, you can also send that to me. Just want to make sure that you guys are good to go for the event. And then last but not least, if you see any, you know, parents and children being separated from one another, if there's lost children, please let, you know, staff know, anyone with a radio or PD. And then also if you see something suspicious at the event, please just let someone know. Like I said, whether it's staff with a radio or the police department, anyone, it will help us to just kind of navigate things. Even if you think it sounds weird, if you feel a little off about something, just let somebody know. So we really appreciate your time. I know Ashley's got a few things left, but thank you so much for being here tonight again.
So I have a few words from our lovely fire marshal. We want to make sure that everybody stays safe throughout the event. Again, we don't really plan on it being that hot that day. It's supposed to be 84 degrees, beautiful day. But I do want to go over just a few safety protocols with you guys. So you guys will be out there for a long extended amount of time. So please look out for signs of dehydration. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water. If you guys just happen to not have water, staff has plenty of water. So please flag down somebody. We will be wearing Kelly green shirts this year. So please flag down staff member. Signs of dehydration is just thirst and dry mouth. I might be dehydrated right now. Lightheadedness, muscle cramps and weakness, nausea and vomiting, irritability more than usual. Rapid heartbeat and breathing is shallow, sunken eyes, fatigue or sleepiness, very dark urine output, delirium, or no longer sweating, producing tears, or urinating or long-term symptoms and is getting to a critical state. If you take blood pressure medication, be especially aware how you are doing in the heat. I do want to make you guys also aware that we will have CERT on site. CERT actually will have a booth in the exhibitor tent. Go bother them. It's an education booth. So if you need anything, we'll have them over there, and we will have CERT also on the map. It'll be on the soccer field, and that's where their main area will be, but they will also have a cart just roaming around. So if you guys need anything, or even if you see attendees that are, look a little, under the weather or whatever, please just flag our staff so we can flag CERT. Perfect. Just some miscellaneous key tips: no running. Watch out for wires, securing tents to prevent tripping. For hazardous weather, announcements will come from the stage. So if anything were to happen, we have announcements on our stages and as well now the text system. So we will direct people to PSA or their cars. The PSA is our severe shelter building, and so that's where we will be going first. Again, CERT is our first aid operators. They have anything from Tylenol, Advil, Band-Aids, ice packs, mosquito spray, sunblock, cooling equipment. Again, staff has water. So food vendors must have a currently tagged fire extinguisher. Hood suppression system must have a current inspection tag. High pressure containers must be secured to prevent being knocked over, and extension cords not allowed to, must be secured to prevent being knocked over. Extension cords not allowed unless they have a surge protector built in. Lastly, please be cognizant of these for yourself, your coworkers, our patrons, and all of pets. Take breaks often and cool down sufficiently if needed. Drink plenty of water. Get out of the direct sunlight when you can, and take advantage of the cooling and shade tents. There will be cooling chairs at the CERT and first aid tent if immediate cooling is needed. Wear a hat if possible, and wear light-colored clothes, and use plenty of sunblock. That's all the safety things. Did anybody have any questions about anything we may have missed, about any vendor setup, expectations, things of that nature? So my answer is I recommend giving it to first shift and last shift. Anybody in between will not need one because they will have to park at Tom Kimbrough anyways and walk over. Yeah, come see me afterwards. You said for a tent? Yes, Academy has cheap tents, about $50, $60. 7 to 8. Okay. It does vary between 7 to 8. We will definitely be sure to have. We have one already posted. We'll be sure to have two in that area. That is definitely going to be um, portraying light on your guys' tents. Yes, if you guys are concerned about lights, we do recommend you having lights under your tent. There are easy hang little lights that you can just hang up under your tent too. They're like $10 on Amazon. We've used them for our Christmas in the Park event, and it lit up about 2-3 tents. So we will have one light tower out there, but we do recommend if you're concerned about lighting, we do recommend just having a little hang tent. We can send an email out as well with where to purchase one of those because they do work very well, or the nice string lights work as well. No, we do not have shuttles. But shuttles will be for our ADA and handicap people only throughout the festival. They will be available, I believe, between the 8:30 to 10:30 time to help with the vendors bringing them back. But during the event time, shuttles will not be available for vendors. Yes, so the main entrance is going to be the north entrance, kind of where the entrance is of that PSA lot. They come down and trickle in. South entrance is more so for our VIP entrance. And last year when we had this event, out of the 12,000 attendees, over 9,000 came from the north entrance. You can pay. VIP parking is $10. It's just an on-site thing. So once you arrive, if anybody wants VIP parking, you can. But I mean, honestly, I think the Tom Kimbrough is going to be a little closer to where y'all are at, anyways. Friday, you can come in and park at where the car show is. So you can't pass right here. Yes. It's where the logo is. This is the PSA building right here. Yes. Does anybody else have any questions? Yes. No, if you're no, only food. If you're under cottage laws, you're good for a market vendor. So yeah, no health permit is needed. Yeah, as long as it's as long as it's prepackaged items, not just open candy. Any other questions? All right. Well, thank you so much. Again, we'll go ahead and send over an email just on some basic, tidy up things, where to purchase lights, things of that nature, all that good stuff. But yeah, we're so excited to have you guys. Looking forward to it. If you have any questions, please feel free to email us or call us as well at the Murphy Community Center, and we'll be happy to help you guys. If you do need an extra wristband, please see JC, and I will be verifying phone numbers, or you can just shoot us an email with your cell phone number.